Good morning and welcome to Sunday School at Home. I'm so glad that you can join me. I hope that you've had a great week. We're starting a new theme today, and that theme is freedom, which is a big theme that actually appears throughout the Bible. Now, before we get into it, we are going to sing and we are going to pray. Dear Lord, thank you so much that you love us. Thank you so much that Jesus came to set us free. And I just pray that today we would just learn a little bit more about what that means. In your name we pray. Amen. All right, we're going to sing, and the song we're going to sing is called I Love You, Jesus. There are some actions when I say deep. When we sing deep, you jump and you turn around and face the other way, which happens a few times. Then we say down, you duck down. So it goes deep, turn, and then down, you duck down. We'll gradually get faster. I love you, Jesus, deep down in my heart. I love you, Jesus, deep down in my heart. Talk about deep down in my heart. Talk about deep down in my heart. I love you, Jesus, in my heart. I love you, Jesus, deep down in my heart. Talk about deep down in my heart. Talk about deep down in my heart. I love you, Jesus, deep down in my heart. I love you, Jesus, deep down in my heart. Talk about deep down in my heart. Talk about deep down in my heart. I love you, Jesus, deep down in my heart. I love you, Jesus, deep down in my heart. Talk about deep down in my heart. Talk about deep down in my heart. I love you, Jesus, deep down in my heart. I love you, Jesus, deep down in my heart. Talk about deep down in my heart. Talk about deep down in my heart. Whew. Well, I don't know if you were able to keep up. I know for sure I would not have been able to. All right, we are going to do our challenge for the week, our Challenge Sam. This week, Riley has challenged me, so let's see what she has challenged me to do, and let's see how I did.
Mr. Sam, I challenge you to get higher than me. We call those days, the clock on the nose of times. We got the things we'll never do. There will never be a moon when I won't think of you.
Hi Riley, thank you so much for the challenge. I'm going to sing the same song. I'm going to sing it as high as I can, and I'm going to sing the male response part. Can it be Christine? Long ago, it seems so long ago, how young and innocent we were. She may not remember me, but I remember her. There you go, not as high as you were singing it, but still pretty high for me. So I don't know how we score that, but I'll go for you win. Thanks for the challenge. Well, thank you so much, Riley, for that challenge, and what a lovely voice you have. I don't think I was ever going to be able to beat you, but I hope that my response was at least acceptable for you. Maybe. I hope you guys were also able to see the big idea for this week, and that is that Jesus came to free the captive. Now, a captive is kind of like a prisoner or someone who is held somewhere where they don't want to be. And Jesus says, I came to free the captive. So we're going to explore a little bit of what that means. I'm going to play a game now with Cohen and Hattie. I explain the rules in the video, so let's watch that together now. Hello.
Hi, Sam.
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah. Have you been playing in the snow?
Yeah. We got a lot of snow.
Did you? This week in Sunday school, we are going to think about this idea of being free and how Jesus said he's going to free the captive. So I thought we could play a game where you have to free Marshall. So here's how the game's going to go. I've got 8 cards here, 4 that are black, and then I have 4 that are red cards. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them all together and I'm going to mix them up. Spread them out along this table. Okay, and you can see Marshall, he's going to be here. Now he has to get across here to safety. But you've got to guess if it's a red card or if it's a black card. If you get it right, then Marshall moves along. If you get it wrong, Marshall stays where he is, and we're going to have to switch the cards around.
Okay.
Okay, so Marshall's first step. Do you think this card is going to be a red card or a black card?
I think a red card.
A red card. Let's have a look. It is a
red card.
Yeah, so Marshall takes 1 step. Okay, next one.
I think a black card.
But it is a black card. Oh, another step for Marshall.
I think a red card.
Red card. You're going back and forth here. Oh, this one was a black card. So we're going to switch it with this one. Okay?
I think a red card.
A red card. It is a red card.
I think a black card.
Let's have a look. Ooh. So we'll switch it with this one right here.
A red card.
Ooh.
Again.
We'll move it to the end.
Let's do black.
Black.
Yeah! A red card. Yes! Black card. Yes!
Look at this. Marshall's going to get out.
A red card. Yes!
Oh, man, you're getting them all. Well, there's only one left. What's the last one?
Black.
Da, 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 da.
He's free. Hattie's gonna help this time.
Hattie's going to help. Perfect. Okay, Hattie, do you think it's a black card or a red card?
Red card.
Ooh,
Oh, we have to spend
it's okay.
red card.
Yeah, had to be eventually. Red card or black card?
Black card. Yes! A red card. Black card.
Black card.
Yes! Black card.
There you go. You got there eventually. Black card.
Red card.
Red card.
Yes. Black. Red.
Red.
Yes.
And you got one more at the end here. What's the last one?
Red. Yes.
Red. Good job. Da, 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 da. Do you guys have anything that you would like to show me?
There's only one clownfish.
Yeah.
No, there's some clownfish in her belly.
That's great. You made those at home?
Yeah, they are folding supplies.
A folded surprise, definitely. And Hattie, what are you drawing? And what is it?
It's a heart, I think.
Is it a heart?
A crazy cactus.
A crazy cactus.
And he's drawing a heart cactus.
A heart cactus. And what, Cohen, is on your shirt?
The outer space.
Outer space. Do you like space?
Waffles. There is also a Milky Way over here.
And Hattie, what is on your shirt?
A
Sparkle.
sparkly heart.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much for chatting with me and for playing my game.
Bye.
See you later. Have a good week.
You will.
Bye.
You too.
Thank you. Okay, great. And before we watch our story video, which we are just about to watch, I just wanted to introduce why we are watching this video. When Jesus came to earth, as I've already said, he announces that he's going to free the captive. And again, that's like a slave or a prisoner or someone being held where they don't want to be. And Jesus would have been talking to Jews. Jews would be followers of God that we learn about in the Old Testament. And that's like the first half of the Bible. Now, Jews love to tell stories of the amazing things that God had done for them. And when they hear someone saying that they were going to free the captive, they would have thought back to God and one particular story of when God did something amazing. And that is the story that we're going to hear now.
Stories of the Bible. Moses and the Exodus. This is Moses, who was an Israelite born in Egypt in a time when Israelite boys were not supposed to live.
Wait, huh?
Moses, however, grew up in the palace of the Pharaoh, the very man who was enslaving the Israelite people. When Moses grew up, he made a big mistake.
Uh-oh.
So Moses ran away from Egypt
Ah!
to the land of Midian.
Ah.
After many years, an angel of the Lord appeared to Moses and told him to go back to Egypt to free the Israelites. After much protesting, God granted Moses his brother Aaron to speak on his behalf.
Phew.
So Moses went to Egypt.
Here, move there.
And on his way there, he met Aaron, who was ready to do whatever God wanted him to do. The Israelites were slaves to the Egyptians, but God had a special plan for Moses.
Hey, everyone, huh?
After rallying God's people to them,
Yeah.
Moses and Aaron went to the Pharaoh
Ahem.
and said, "This is what the Lord, the God of Israel, has said. Let my people go."
Aha. Shit.
And Pharaoh made the Israelites work harder because of this.
Hey, how are you? Huh?
The foremen of the Israelite slaves were angry with Moses and Aaron for causing this trouble.
Huh?
So Moses cried out to God and asked why this was happening. But God said, "You will see what I will do. I am the Lord. I will deliver you from slavery."
Wow, okay. Hey.
Moses told this to the people,
Hey.
but they were so discouraged that they didn't listen to him.
Yeah, whatever.
God told Moses to go to Pharaoh and to do exactly as he said. So Moses and Aaron went to the Pharaoh.
Hey.
God told them to take the staff and throw it down before Pharaoh.
Huh?
Pharaoh was not impressed. He called his wise men and sorcerers, and they did the same thing. Hooga hooga. But Aaron's staff swallowed up the sorcerer's staff. Yet Pharaoh's heart was hardened, and he would not listen to them,
Shoo shoo.
just as God had said. Then the Lord said to Moses, "Go to the banks of the Nile River and meet Pharaoh."
Hey, Pharaoh. Oh, man.
Moses and Aaron did just as God had said.
Oh.
But again, Pharaoh's magicians did the same miracle, and Pharaoh refused to let God's people go. So God sent 9 more plagues to Egypt to show his power. Even with all the suffering, Pharaoh's heart stayed hard, and he would not let the people go. On the night of the last plague, Pharaoh woke up
Huh?
and heard a great cry in Egypt,
Oh, no.
for there was not a house in Egypt where someone was not dead. Pharaoh summoned Moses and Aaron and told him to be gone with the Israelites. So the Israelites left Egypt immediately and made their way to the Promised Land, taking with them many riches from Egypt, and they took Joseph's bones as they had promised him many years before. But after they had gone, Pharaoh changed his mind and readied his army to take back the Israelites. When the Israelites saw Pharaoh and his armies come, they were terrified. But God made a way for them. Through all of this, the Israelites saw the great power of their God, the one true God, and they put their trust in Moses, his servant.
What a great story. God rescues his people from slavery in Egypt. He sets the captive free. And now Jesus, over 1,000 years later, is saying that he, like God before, is going to free the captive. And that message is for us. But we are not slaves. So how can we be captive? Well, is there anything that controls you? Let me give you a few examples. Maybe it's fear. Maybe you get scared and it controls you. Maybe you get angry and you can feel that controlling you. Maybe you're controlled by worrying about what other people think of you. Or maybe it's through guilt and the things that you feel bad about doing, or the shame, the embarrassment that you feel. You see, these things and many others are all things that can control us. They affect the way we behave. They affect the choices that we make. And they can make us feel like we are locked up. But Jesus wants to free us from those, to live a full life, the life that we were made to live. He wants to draw us into his grace, his forgiveness, his faithfulness, his goodness, his presence, and remind us of his great love for us. God's love is freeing, and as we are drawn into his love, those other things, there is not enough space for them, so they get pushed away. So I want to encourage you to draw in to God's love. As we continue to think about this theme, I'm going to do an interview with Olivia, which we'll watch together now. Hello.
Hi.
Doing okay? You got a snow day as well yesterday.
Yes.
Did you play in the snow?
I was able to play yesterday, and my brother made a very, very huge hill for us to sled on.
Ooh. What is your favorite hobby?
Probably drawing, coloring, and painting.
Okay, like something artsy.
Yeah.
When you do it, do you feel like just kind of quite peaceful as you do things like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. What is one new thing that you have tried recently?
Definitely this cauliflower rice.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, how was that?
It's kind of tastier than normal rice.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What's something that you've done outside? I'll draw it.
Basketball.
So I have drawn you playing basketball. The ball is a bit big. I don't think it's going to fit in the basket.
Yeah.
We're actually starting a new series, actually, today. And that series is Freedom. It's a theme that happens throughout the Bible, freedom, God freeing people. Do you know the story of Moses when he parts the sea? The Israelites, that's God's people, were in slavery. Moses comes and he says to the Pharaoh, who's got them all in slavery, he says, let them go. And the Pharaoh says no. And this kind of goes forward and back quite a few times. God brings plagues on the Egyptians, increasingly worse, really, until finally he says, fine, you can go. When they get to the water, there's just a sea in front of him, and God parts the sea, and the Israelites then go through the sea and escape to freedom. So God frees them from captivity. Like over 1,000 years later, Jesus comes and Jesus says, I have come to free the captive. And so when Jesus says that, all the people would have listening would have been like, oh, wow, just like he did when he parted the seas. What does that say about God? What does that tell us about God?
He helps people and he makes people for who they are, not for who if they're not.
Great answers, yeah. And he wants to free people. So now we aren't slaves, but we can still be controlled by stuff. Can you think of anything that we might be controlled by? Maybe you're controlled by what people think about you.
Maybe afraid of trying something new.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, you get scared, don't you? Right? Like, so there are areas where actually we can still be controlled by stuff because we sit around and we let it affect the way that we make choices and the way we behave. And actually Jesus comes and he says, I've come to set you free. And so he wants to free us from those things. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Perfect. Would you like to see a magic trick?
Sure.
Okay, here we go. Here you go. Bunch of cards. All of them different. I've got this card here. So we're going to say this king is Henry VIII. Now, Henry VIII, he has actually a lot of enemies. Okay, and you are going to pick one of them now. So actually, you know what? Just say stop for me sometime.
Stop.
So this one?
Yes.
Okay. So you have got the 8 of Hearts. Now we need to personalize this a bit. So maybe what I'll do, Olivia, is I'll draw a little picture of you on here. Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay, and you're going to be Henry VIII's enemy.
Okay.
That's you there. Okay, and what we're going to do, we're going to put your card into the pack facing down. And if you look, all the other ones are facing up. So look, we're going to be able to find your card pretty easily. Okay? Now we're going to get back to Henry VIII here. And what we're going to do, you are going to come after him with your gang of people and you are going to get him in jail.
Okay.
Okay, so you have got him right now in a jail. Okay. Okay, we're going to put him in the jail just there. Now, this is where it starts to get a bit funny. You've come along and you have put him in jail, but Olivia, you have messed with a king.
Mm-hmm.
And kings are they're quite determined people. They've got a lot of power and they control a lot of people. If you look, hiding here, somewhere, if I can find it, is the king, free from his prison. But who then is in the prison? It can only be you trying to take down the king. Do you have anything that you would like to show me? Do you have any artwork you could show us?
Sure. Actually, something that you guys sent us, and I need something around it.
Oh, great.
Right here.
Nice.
This is one of my harder ones.
Oh, nice. That's a good one. And you just enjoy being creative with your stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good to speak to you, Olivia. And I will speak to you hopefully soon, all right?
Yeah.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. All right, guys, that is it for Sunday School this week. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you'll remember that there is not enough space for the things that control you and for God's love. So as we draw into God's love, those other things will disappear. I hope that you have a great week. We're going to finish now with a dance party as we always do, and hopefully I'll get to see you soon. Bye.
Your love is worth